Hey you guys, this video is for men on how to not get used by women for attention and money and free stuff, and women how to not get used by men for sex or money. And please excuse my eyes, just a little bit red, but it's totally fine. It's getting better. So I've struggled with this myself. I have had men use me for sex. And I also have a brother who was used by women for money, which to me was very upsetting. So that's why I side with men on the women and the money. My sister has used men for money, and I've seen men use women for sex. And I don't think that people should use each other, but there are people who will consciously use you or subconsciously use you. So here's what to do. The first thing is really internal work. And this is the main one. This is everything rests on the foundation I'm going to lay out for you. The foundation being, I have value just for existing. I have value just for existing. My value is not dependent on what I do for you. So, and that's the main stuff that a lot of us have to work on is I have a man, so as a woman, it would be like a man wants to be around me, even if I'm not giving him sex. He values me for me. That's a big step for a lot of us because there's a part of me that still thinks, why would a man want to be around me if I'm not fucking him? Okay, I'm just being honest. There's still that little part of me that thinks, why would he want to be around me? And for men, there might be that little part of you that thinks, why would a woman want to be around me if I'm not buying her things? Or doing whatever she wants. So, and that often came from what we saw modeled at home or what we picked up. There's nothing wrong with you. I'm just like bringing it to your awareness. Like, where did that come from? Sometimes just seeing, like, where did that come from can help you realize it's not who you are. It's just something you saw or was done to you and you internalized it. That's how the world is, and it's subconscious. And once you realize, it's like, oh my God. Once you realize it, it can just change it just like that. The foundation is I have value just for existing. I'm going to give you a couple more. I deserve to take up space. And say these to yourself. I deserve to take up space. I deserve to be on this planet. I mean, obviously you're here. You deserve to be here. I deserve to breathe. And check this out. People enjoy my company. People enjoy my company. And that's the whole foundation. As a woman, to know that a man's going to enjoy your company. Even without you doing anything, just enjoying your company is enough. And for a man, a woman enjoying your company is enough. Just being around you is enough. Someone will be satisfied and enjoy you even when there's no money, you're not paying anything, and you're not fucking anything, you're not opening your mouth or your legs or your hand, because just your energy. So I think we all have to find our own self-worth, and then what happens is we very easily pick up on the people who don't resonate that. So if I feel I have enough, a man will want my company even if there's no sex. I won't feel like I have to give him sex. And then if someone's pushing for sex, I'll feel like, whoa, that's not aligned. You're moving too fast. This isn't my pace. Without getting defensive or giving in. And for a man, it would be like, you will be able to pick up on women who are just using you for money, because you'll realize what it feels like when someone vibrates at, I'm enough. Okay, now what does it look like? For women, what does it look like if a man's using you for sex? The only time you hear from him is when he's horny. This is what it looks like. Hey, text. Hey, I'm in the neighborhood. Or 1 a.m. How are you doing? um, or when you guys get together, you never leave the apartment. It doesn't take you out. And maybe he doesn't even invite you over. He just wants to come over and hang out, Netflix and chill. That's how you know he's just using you for sex. For if a woman's just using you for money, she will only want to see you if you're spending money. That's it. She might ask you to buy her things. She may ask you to buy her things. I do not see any reason that a woman you're dating should be asking you for money at all. Unless you're a sugar daddy, look, unless you have a financial arrangement like you're a sugar daddy. But then you should be getting sex. That's my other point. I think sex for money is a fair exchange even in relationships. So if a man's spending a bunch of money on a woman, a bunch of money, he should be getting laid. And if a woman's getting laid, having sex with a guy, he should be buying her a bunch of stuff. Otherwise, let's just see if this person really likes you. The way I can tell if a man really likes me is he's taking me on dates. He's not just trying to come over. And the way to tell if a woman really likes you is she's not asking you to buy her stuff, and she wants to see you when there's no money involved. And I think that's a good way to do like a shit test. It's easy for me to tell what a guy wants. I don't know how to tell what a woman wants because I'm not a woman that looks for guys to buy me stuff. I'm just thinking what a woman like that would do. Like, if you're out with a woman, like, why do you have to buy her a drink? I don't know. But if a man internally feels like a woman will only want me if I can buy her things, he'll start buying her things and he'll attract women who will only want things bought for her. And some of these women are very blatant about it, like, hey, buy me a car. I had someone share with me recently, he met this woman and within a few days she was like, you have a nice car, buy me a nice car, take me on this trip, buy me this purse. They'll start asking you for stuff. They might even say, let's go to this restaurant, let's go to that restaurant. So you want to shit test the woman. I would say by the second date, plan something that doesn't cost anything. Or go to coffee, or go for a run, or do something fun and adventurous that doesn't cost anything. Because as a woman, I screen a guy for things outside the apartment where there is no chance of sex. And as a man, I would want to screen women for okay, if I was a guy, let me put on my big boy pants, pretend I have a penis and I'm attracted to women. Do her eyes light up when she sees me? That's what I would look for. Is she excited to go out with me when there's no money being spent? Hey, let's go to the gym together. Does she want to go just to the gym with you to work out? Because see, a woman looking for a relationship, she's gonna want. I would love it if I was interested in a guy and he asked me to included me in his daily life, like going grocery shopping. Oh my God, grocery shopping over dinner. If a guy's taking me out to dinner, if a guy's asking me to go grocery shopping with him, a guy I'm interested in asking me to go grocery shopping with him, or asking me to go something he's doing that's part of his daily life, that would be way up there, because that's indicating he's thinking making a home together. It might be too scary or too quick for some of you guys, I don't know, but you're driving somewhere, it's like, hey, I need to stop at the grocery store, that kind of stuff. If she's like, grocery store, it's not fun, you're not spending money on me. But if she likes you and wants a relationship, ooh, grocery store. Or, you know, um, I would say that if I were a man, I would look for a woman who's excited to see me. And guess what? No, she told her friends about me, but if she's just using you for money, she could tell her friends about you too. She's excited to see me. She would be doing things for me. She would be like bringing me little gifts, making me sandwiches, doing like little homemaker, wifey type of things for me. And she would really appreciate when I did take her out, she would really appreciate it. She would be so grateful. And if I asked her to go to the gym with me, she would like to do that. Or get a coffee, or early morning coffee, early morning walk, a walk by the moonlight. Find some fun, interesting things to do that take no money and see if she's down. Because if she really likes you, she'll want to do it. Just don't do something boring like just watching a movie or something. I mean, pick something fun, because otherwise she might think this guy is really boring. A walk by the moonlight, an early morning stroll, something like that. Because if she doesn't like you and she's just using you for money, she's not going to want to do that. Why would I want to go with some guy that's taking me on a boring moonlight thing if I have no interest in him other than him giving me money? And attention. Also, when she's with you, is she looking for validation and attention for her bad life, her pitiful life, or is she like, does she have stuff going on? Is she interested in you? I would want to make sure she's interested in me, and I would test her out. If we were going to the gym, I'd brush really close to her. If I were getting coffee with her, I'd stand really close to her, and I would try to see if she would try to get away from me or if she likes being close. Maybe she's just flirtatious. That's all. And then that's all I have. I mean, eventually things are to be discovered. And sometimes, here's another thing too for dating, is that I'm going to make a separate video on that. Okay. Asking people what they're looking for can be good if they're honest, but very few women are going to say, I'm looking for a guy to just buy me stuff, and I'm not going to put out. Those women who do that are not going to tell you that. They'll just say, I'm looking for a relationship. And a lot of guys lead women on and go, I'm looking for a relationship, when they're not. So the people that are the inauthentic people, they'll lie to you. So I think we have to be confident enough. And the final tip, you got to be willing to cut your losses. Sometimes it's easy to just project this fantasy onto someone who's using us. But the moment we realize that, we have to be willing to cut our losses. And that goes back to the foundation, is that I have value. And if you don't see my value and just want to use me, then this isn't a good fit. No bad feelings. It's not going to work for me. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video.